we're going to talk about how water changes into solids and what makes it. So here I am pouring the water into the ice tray. We're going to see if this water can turn into ice when we put it into the freezer. Okay. Alright class, now I'm going into the freezer. We're going to wait a couple hours and see what happens. So class, we're going to check on the water that we put in the freezer. Let's see what happened. It turned into ice. So that means that whenever we put water in cold places like the freezer, it turns into ice. And to be very specific, when it's 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is the ice that we had earlier. We're going to put this ice into this container and put it in the microwave and see what happens. What do you think will happen? So here's the ice going into this container. And as Mr. spills it. We're going to put this ice into the microwave. And we're going to start it out for 2 minutes and see what happens. Alright class, let's see what happens. It turned into water. So that makes sense, right? That whenever you add heat to ice, it turns back into water. So now class, we're going to talk about weather. And you're probably asking yourself, what does weather have to do with water? Well, weather has stuff to do with precipitation. What do you think precipitation is? So precipitation, class, is about the water that falls from the sky. You have 3 main types. Our first type we're going to talk about is rain. Everyone knows what rain is, right? Rain falls from the sky, from the clouds, whenever it's pretty warm outside, and it happens a lot during wet season. Spring, that's right. So whenever it's springtime, we get a lot of rain. But sometimes people think that rain looks just like this. But in real life, you know what it looks like? A circle. The next type of precipitation we're going to talk about is hail. Not many of you will know what hail is, but what hail is whenever ice comes from the sky, just like rain does. And so it's frozen when it falls down to the ground. Sometimes hail can come in itty bitty tiny pieces, and sometimes you can have huge pieces of hail, and that does a lot of damage. So now in class, we're going to talk about snow. And snow is a very special case of precipitation because it's really not like hail and it's not like rain. Snow only falls whenever it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit or colder or 0 degrees Celsius. Snow falls in these flakes that are very unique, just like every single one of you. So my question is for you, class. Is snow a solid or a liquid? You tell me.